Hey, yo, what it is, what it do, Mike? We are here Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the place where everyone comes to talk some BKFC, the Mike and Mish show. What up, Mike?
Yo, what is up? Wednesday night is Mike and Mish night. You heard it here. That is correct.
That's
What
correct.
tonight is.
Yeah, we got a lot of people already in here. We got a couple good guests coming on tonight. One that we've had a bunch of times and one that we've tried to get a bunch of times. For those who are tuning in, you all know we are going to have Elvin Brito coming on, who's going to be making his way back to the squared circle in Pachanga, California, as long as it's not on fire. Our heart goes out to our boys out there in Cali. Best of luck with all that stuff that's going out there in
I see
LA.
a Cali boy in the chat right now.
I know, dude. It is crazy.
Fire or
out
no
there.
fire, he's here.
Apocalypse now out there, dude. It's nuts. And after we talk to Elvin, we are going to have on Julian. Let me bang, bro. Let me bang. Lane will be coming on here finally. We've had him booked like 3 or 4 times for the show, and something happens every time, whether he has to cancel or reschedule or it falls through. But tonight's the night. I have a good feeling about this one, Mike.
I got a really, really, really good feeling, and that good feeling stems from a good chat that we had with him down in Florida. It was a good chat. And finally broke in. We broke in. I think we broke in. I think we are on Julian Lane's lane from here on out. Don't want to jinx it, but I think we're doing all right here.
Hey, we got a few minutes before we bring Elvin on here. We're waiting for him to jump in. And we are going to have to read our sponsors. But
let's do that. Sponsors.
Oh, want to do that? He's here now. Look at him having his coffee. So let's go ahead and read the sponsors. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Dynamic Life, sexual health, weight loss, and anti-aging. Retake control of your life by reaching optimal health. Visit www.livedynamic.com. It's the only online platform where you can become a patient in under 20 seconds. Also, check out their Instagram page at Live Dynamic. That's LIV Dynamic on Instagram. I'm going to change up that script. I think it's time.
That's beautiful, change. Mike. Hey, after you head over to Dynamic Life, get over to the Rasha at Rasha Elite on Instagram. Their website is www.therasha.com. It is the official mindset, recovery, and performance tool of the BKFC, but also of champions Christine Faria, Austin Trout, and the former welterweight champion who is looking to get his belt back, Elvin Brito. All sponsored by the Rasha, just like we are. So get over to their Instagram page at Rasha Elite and then hit the little link in the bio and find out what everybody's raving about because the shit is real. What up, Mike? You want to go ahead and bring him on or what?
Yeah. Before we do, I was wondering, is it going to be a Rasha Dome at Knuckle Mania 5? I think there should be. I think there really should be. I need to get up in that thing.
In Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope so. I don't know, man.
They're better, Dan B.
I'm hearing a lot of cool things about Philly, so we'll see. We'll see about that. I'm excited about it. But before we go to Philly, though, BKFC's heading to Pachanga.
That's right.
Talk to the man. Let's go ahead and bring him in.
All right. When we come back, El Bandito, Elvin Brito will join us. See you in a minute.
I love this shit, man.
There he is. Hey, let's cheers our coffee. What kind of coffee?
Yes.
Hey, how you doing, guys? What's up, man? It's good to see you. It's 10 o'clock out here, man. It's late, You get the amp down Bandido,
That's all right.
Bandido with the coffee.
Up early,
We're excited to talk to you. I'm going to just say something right now because Julian Lane is popped in here. Julian, we're going to talk to you in about 20 minutes. If you want to stick around, you can. But if not, just pop back in 20 minutes from now. But Elvin, we ran into you down in Florida. We talked to you down there. You gave me a good interview. You are excited and pumped up and in great shape, like you always are. Exactly. And you're taking on Evgeny Kurtinov, who is a tough customer in your return to the BKFC ring. How are we feeling a week out, man?
Oh, man, this has been a really long training camp. I got 5-week warning for the fight, but, like, it's been a long training camp. I've been working for a while now, and it was like a perfect timing. And, this, it's an interesting matchup, with Kurtinov. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I just know this is the fight. This is the guy that got in front of me. Kurtinov, he's a tough dude. He's a game opponent, and I'm sure he's gonna get, his win, but it's just not with me, buddy.
With Kurtinov, so with him, it is an interesting one, like you say, because you have so much experience and you are a former champion with them, and he is 0-2 with the promotion. Yeah. But when people look deeper into his record, he is 4-2 in bare knuckle. He has fought some really nice fights, but the two guys that he lost to, one of them went on to be the champion in Gogo Slavetsky, and the other one was Julian Levy Bang Lane. So
he's no slouch. The man's no slouch. I'm a slouch.
No.
Quit the shit. Quit the shit.
I'm really looking forward to going out there, man. And I've been training really hard. I've been dealing with just, there's a lot of things that are like you're in control of, but there's a lot of things that you have no control over, So I've been dealing with a lot of, just calamity and crazy stuff happening before and during the training camp, and life always trying to get in the way. So I'm just glad, that it's a championship mindset thing. Like, no matter what happens, I'm able to push it out of the way and get through. And I'm so looking. All the work has already been done, so I'm just looking forward to getting to Pachanga, and beating the hell out of this dude. It's gonna be a great fight. He's really tough. I actually think it's a great matchup. I don't know what they were thinking. I got a couple scenarios in my head. I don't like any of it, so I'm going over there to fuck some shit up. And I'm not holding any prisoners. There's no quarters. And I really, I want to put my hands on this guy. I've been working on that. Just being real calm. Try not to, because I'm a high output fighter, no matter what I do. So I just want to go out there, get in my zone, let my hands go early, and just get to work on this dude, man. And I'm really looking forward to this year. It's going to be a great year for me. I'm hoping BKFC is going to keep me busy this year. We had a talk about it last time I was out there. So, Kurtinov, I don't really know what these guys are thinking going into this fight, what they think of me, but
they got to respect you. Elvin, was your last fight in the smaller ring?
Yeah. No, I love the smaller ring.
I was going to ask you. Because you're a movement guy. You have a lot of movement. Yeah. You have a lot of movement. You have great footwork and you move around and you have an awkward style. Does your style translate well into that smaller ring? You do like
the way that I've been doing it? Yes, it works perfect. Like the last two fights that I had have both been in the smaller ring. I was able to do a lot of damage in my last fight. I fought a little desperate. I had a lot of stuff going on in that fight. I don't want to make no excuses. It just wasn't my night. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. I know there was a couple things. Like I said, there's some things that are beyond your power. There was some things that were in my power. My last fight that, I was a little bit too passive in the clinch. I was, Jake didn't really want to trade with me, and he was holding on. He was clinching with me a lot. And I was kind of letting him, So I've been working on ways to kind of diffuse that, keep my hands in between us, staying busy, being patient. I just let my hands go, man. Once I let my hands go, man. I do a lot of beautiful things in there, and I really can't wait to go out there and just put on a master class with Kurtinov. Kurtinov's a strong, aggressive fighter. He's a hard-hitting dude, and this is bare knuckle. Everybody got to punch his chance, but I'm a very particular dude, and I'm not a normal guy to deal with. This is my 12th fight coming in, and this is a special fight. It's a celebration for me. And
12 fights.
We're going to Pachanga to show out for the.
That's that 12 fights. That's a hell of a lot of fights. There aren't many people on the roster. There are a few, and they all are, or it's a lot of them. You either fought them or they're close friends of yours.
Yes.
You would train with them. You'd have, Lorenzo would be there. Britton Hart would be there. Jay Jackson, Isaac Doolittle, all these people.
Yep.
Who's training with you now?
Oh, I got Jay out here with me. Jay out here has been out
Jay's
here.
there?
Jay's been out here for like 2 months.
Jay's everywhere.
When he got here, I was like, bro, we're gonna have to work, and so we were just out here. My wife was like, what is going on? Like, why are you doing this? I was like, look, something's gonna come up, and sure as shit, something came up, and it's what we do. And I said, this is a celebration for me. I'm not letting I don't really care what anybody's plans is. I don't really know what kind of idea they got, and it don't matter. They can stack the cards against me in Pachanga. I'm going over their enemy territory. It doesn't matter. It ain't going to the judges. I'm going to hurt this fool.
Elvin, your division, all the divisions in the BKFC have been building up, right? And like 145 has gotten like the most spotlight in the last year or so because of the guys in there. Well, 165, I was just going to say 165. They got yourself. Your top 5 is fantastic, but our second guest of the evening is now on a 3-fight win streak in the 165 division. They got you coming back. You got the guy who Julian just fought, Angulo, who's in there. There's
those guys
ton.
Are 65ers too, man.
Yo, there is a lot of fucking badass talent in the 165 division. That might be the second. That might be the second hottest division in the BKFC right now, behind that 145. Only because that 145, everybody hates each other. You know what I mean?
They do.
It's a little different with you guys at 165. Yeah. So, your thoughts on the division? You've been with the company for the longest time. You've seen it grow. Now you actually see your division flourishing, man. What are your thoughts?
No, it's been awesome. It's been it was a little weak. Now I got plenty of people to fight. I'm like I said, I'm really hoping to stay busy this year. I've never really, I have 12 fights, but like I never really got a chance to fight the way that I want to. So I'm really hoping this year. It looks like you're gonna be seeing a lot of Bandido this year.
You know who else is hanging around, Elvin? You might have ran into him in Hollywood, but we talked to this guy, and he held the welterweight title before he took off and went to Karate Combat. Gogo Slavetsky. Gogo was hanging around, and we asked him, and we said, "Are you done or what?" And he goes, "I'll be back. I'm coming back. I want to come back." Man. So maybe a Gogo fight is in your future.
There's so many awesome matches on it, and I said I'm a champion, man. I would love to fight any of those guys, and those are all freaking. There's so many main event fights, I got plenty of fights in there. I'm gonna show these guys next week, that that I got a lot of fight left in me, and we're still a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun, and
Did you mention to us in Hollywood that you're thinking about going down to 155?
Yeah, they asked me to go down to 55, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll fight. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Dave. You pay me, I'll do it. And then they offered me a 65 fight. So,
okay.
But I'm okay fighting at 65. I work real hard, but and bare knuckle is a real particular sport, and it's a perfect cut for me. It's 10, 12-pound cut, and I come in there strong, fast, hard, and and a lot of these guys, they're like, oh, Elvin's, they don't realize how hard I hit till I touch them, and they're like, "Oh, it's too," So it's, I do. I'm a pretty hard hitting hit 165, especially when I plant my feet and throw down. So I'm really small ring, Pachanga, going out there.
Ring. You got the small ring. You got a tough opponent. You're fighting in January, right? And you know how busy the BKFC will keep you guys if you stay healthy. And you know what I mean? Fighting in January, you could potentially fight 4 times this year.
Yeah.
What is your goal for 2025 as far as you and the company goes? Are you trying to fight 4 times? You trying to get back in a title shot?
I would love to. If you guys see me fight, I got 12 fights. There's been some years where I could have pumped out a whole bunch of fights. I would love to do 4 fights in a year. I was hoping I could squeeze in another fight last year. I was ready December, but they got me this January fight. I can't really complain. I'm back in. I can't really complain about it. I said, I love this fight game. And, I lost my last fight. This isn't about the money to me. BKFC knows that shit. They know that. Boss knows that. I love this shit. And I'm going in there to kind of set things straight and push my last pass behind me and my last fight behind me and just move forward. That's all we can do as fighters. I mean, you can't really linger too much. There's so many things. I mean, I can sit there and make excuses and talk about this one, no, this went wrong, but it is what it is. It's the fight game, and all I can do is move forward. So I'm just glad I got this opportunity early in the run.
Look at that, Russ from Bare Knuckle. Russ from the Bare Knuckle fan page.
Yeah, it's just
Russ.
Now it's me doing my job. And sparring's been great. Training's been awesome. Everything's been just everything's been peaking. The work is done already. And just go out there and do what I do. I love this game.
Oh yeah,
I'll fight.
What were you saying, Kyle, about Russ?
Russ was saying what Russ is saying is you get a win in January and you come out, fairly healthy. I'm guessing what he's saying here is March in Hollywood. They announced March 27th in Hollywood. There you go.
I'm going to knock this dude out, put him on his ass, hurt him bad, beat him down, and then I'm going to be back in April.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this. Nothing to do with your Kurdanov fight and that, but the boss man has been making his rounds on a lot of shows lately, and he's been talking about a lot of things. And he was on the Ariel Helwani show today, and he did confirm he was in studio, and he did confirm what he said to me and Mike 2 weeks ago or last week on the show. They're thinking that this $25 million tournament is either going to be 135 to 165 or 175 to 275. You're right there teetering on the edge of those two divisions, one way or another. Can you imagine yourself sneaking into a 175 to 275 tournament
and having money, for that money,
having to fight a 250
every day,
would you do it?
Yeah, I love the fight game. Bare knuckle, like free. I love this bare knuckle game. And I understand it. Enough. And I know that I can take a big dude and knock his ass out. But the thing is, like, I could beat the hell out of one of these big heavyweights for 5 rounds and then hit me one time, knock my ass out.
You might have to eat a couple of the animals you have over there to put some weight on.
It would be such a wild thing, like just across division fighting, especially if it would be like kind of sort of open weight like that. I mean, I couldn't resist the urge to jump in there. I love this. Like I said, I love this shit, man.
Yeah, I have a feeling like we're probably gonna bring the same thing up to Julian as well, but I have a feeling
it'll be fair if they can't get me in there.
Yeah, you guys sit right on the edge of either one of those two. If it's the 35 to 65, you're on the big end. If it's the 175 to the 275, you're on the low end.
But you guys know me, man. You guys see me in person, bro. Like 175. Those guys are huge.
Yes.
Yeah, they're big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those guys
I know.
are huge.
It's always like that too, though, because like even when I talk to people who don't watch fighting and they're like, "Wait a second, how much does that guy weigh?" I'm like, I know, but they don't weigh that much. That's what they weighed when they got on that scale. That's what they weighed.
Do, all right.
And
like I said, bare knuckles a different game. That'll come by back and bite you in the ass cutting too much weight. But
yes, it will. I don't even know how you guys do that shit, man. Forget all that.
Yeah.
If
it's like the worst part, I feel like.
So, Elvin, you go out there and you get a W in Pachanga, right? Do you have somebody in mind after him? Would you like to go fight like Rico Franco or like Rico Franco overseas, maybe, or like Connor Turney, or do you have anybody in mind? Like I said, we didn't even mention those two guys earlier when we were talking about the 165.
Yeah,
but
I want to get this win in. I said I'm a company guy. I would love Dave to I've been fighting long enough. My 12th fight. I'm gonna really showcase something special for this fight. I've been training real hard for it, and I'm hoping that I think I deserve an overseas fight. I would love to go overseas. I want to go to Italy, especially if they want me. I want to go to England. A lot of those guys they want me out there. They like my style. I have a unique style. A lot of people like it. I think the overseas might appreciate it more. The minutia and the things that I do. There's a reason. I got 12 fights. I've been fighting for 20 years. Some people fight for 8 years. They can't even put a sentence together. So
I think you and Lorenzo would look good in a squared circle out there in Dubai in April. You said
I think it would be
April.
awesome. I think
Showcase some of our guys out there.
I think they, we're company guys. If they give us the opportunity, we're gonna go out there and fight our ass off.
Yeah, they got to put some. They have to put some great fighters out on those cards to make a good showing. They got a two-day event. I'm assuming it's going to be 2 cards. If it's a 2-day event, it's got to be insane. They're gonna have to throw some good fighters on there. There's gonna be some Nike knockouts. There's probably gonna be some people we never heard of, maybe some local stuff like that. But they have to put the known names on there and build it.
Got to, man.
Just like Kyle was saying earlier, Feldman was on Helwani show, and it got brought up. And, McGregor is all about it. Building the stars within has to be done. We have the stars from outside come in, build the name of the sport, but the people who fight within need to build their names, the companies to build them up. And what a way to do it on a world stage over in Dubai. You put the fighters that have been around and build them up. Give them the mic.
I said, it's my 12th fight. I want to make this a big year. I'm turning 40 this year, so I
You're a young buck.
Yeah,
come on, you're a young buck.
If I'm gonna stay in the game, bare knuckle's different. I got a lot of fight left in bare knuckle.
Hey,
yeah,
Italy is also.
But I want it to be worth it. I want to put it out there. I want to go out there. Like I said, I have to do my job. So.
No.
After Batanga, we'll talk, man. But BKFC knows I'm ready, man. I'm always ready to fight.
I was just like, dude, like my brain just started like banging on all cylinders, and I was thinking the Italy card is in April. Chris Camozzi is the Camozzi Italian. He put Camozzi in the rematch with Lorenzo Hunt in Italy. Co-main event, Elvin Brito and Elvin Brito and Connor Turney, or Elvin Brito and Enrique. You know what I mean, dude? I think we could do.
We always show out. We always put on a show. It's always fun.
Yeah.
And like it's all fun and games, but when that rope snapped down, we're going at it, dog.
Absolutely. Elvin, I wish we can get out there. I hope that everything's fine out there in Pechanga. I don't know how close that is to like all the fucking madness that's going on in LA right now with the fires. But you see some of the footage. Right. I'm just hoping that I'm hoping everybody can get there and the event goes off without a hitch. And you have your return and everything kicks off.
It's been so much shit. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna be there. Okay. Gordon, you better make weight. We're gonna fight, bro. I need you to be there so I can punch you in the face.
All right.
Please.
Elvin, we're going to give you this last minute to send that message. Say whatever you want to say to Kurdanov, to the brass, to the fans, to your sponsors. Take a second. The floor is yours, and then we're going to let you get out of here.
All right, man. I don't know. Hey, thank you, BKFC, for bringing me back, giving me the opportunity. Main event, El Bandido. It's going to be great. I promise you that I will give you the fight that you want to see. Might not be exactly what you expect to see, but it's gonna be great. I gotta thank Scott and Go Combat, my homie. He's been since the beginning, and obviously I gotta thank Rasha. Rasha is, they're not only are they an awesome sponsor, they're great people. Dr. Jerry is awesome. The technology is legitimate. I already knew. When I talked to him, I was like, oh yeah, I really am interested in this kind of stuff, and I did get to try it. I understand the technology is legit. It works great. And, I'm really hoping I can get my hands on that and technology. It's easier for me to access it, so I can work with it more often. But they're great people, great sponsors, great technology. I really, really can't say too many bad things about them, but got to give Rasha thanks. Got to give Jules thanks for that hookup and Christine. I'm really hoping they're going to be there for the show because I want to put on a great show for everybody. I love this stuff. Like I keep saying, it's my 12th fight, so
yeah,
I'm going to show them.
We know it. We know you love it. I know it.
Yeah. I got. So of course I plan something special every time I fight. I always want to do something different. I always want to do better. I keep, I'm going to stop fighting when I slow down. But when I'm getting better. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting smarter. I'm moving better. Like I'm not stopping, bro. I'm going. We're going. So, guys, I'm really looking forward to being there next week. Main event, of course, we're gonna show out. And thank you for everybody. I'm just thankful to God. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but I'm just trusting it. I know no matter what, I will be there next Saturday.
Love it,
Elvin, baby.
And I wanted to say this before I give it to Mike and we wrap up here. I will say that you do seem more like your old self this time. Remember, you were venturing into like heel Brito before. You're like pissed off at the world. And we like to see you smiling and laughing and having a good time because it was that Elvin that went and won a title. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I might just go off every once in a while.
That's all right. You got to vent.
Listen, no matter how pissed off I get, I got plenty of reasons to be pissed off. No matter how pissed off I get, no matter how much it's been, I'm telling you, I deal with so much stress. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm gonna be there like a fucking laser, and I am gonna put a hurting on this dude. It doesn't matter how I look. It doesn't matter. I know that when I go in there, I'm gonna be merciless and I'm gonna be violent and I'm gonna be like a heel in there. I'm gonna make sure I put a hurting on this fool. It's gonna be no mercy and it's gonna be ruthless. That's all I've been working on. My last fight, I was working on consistency and power. I have that. My last opponent can tell you about that. And now I'm just working on just having this ruthless output, ruthless rhythm. And it doesn't matter where you're from, bro. Like I don't care what it's. De verdad como está diciendo. Me vale madre, bro. No me importa dónde carajo viene este tipo. I don't care where he's from. You could be from Mars. When I start working that body, you're gonna go down. So, yeah, I can't wait to be there. Like I said, it doesn't matter. I don't fight.
Love it, Elvin. Best of luck to you out in Pachanga. Good luck in your fight. We're always happy to see you on the show here, and unfortunately, we won't be out there in person, but we'll be watching. Maybe we'll watch.
We will be watching. And everybody else better be watching too on Saturday, January 18th. Kurdanov versus Brito. BKFC Fight Night. Pachanga, whatever.
Matter. It don't matter. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Somebody's gonna get hurt. You heard it right here. Elvin Brito is coming in and he's laser focused. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Appreciate you. And when we come back, we will be joined by Julian. Let me bang.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. Oh, he's just funny too.
Sir.
Later,
right. Later, man.
Right. Hey, be easy. I'll see you guys.
Oh, hey, look, Elvin, you're still there, man.
I'm sitting there looking at the highlight reel. Like,
hey, take it easy, brother.
Later, Elvin. All right.
I didn't know you could have two people, one right over another like that. Did you see that? Oh, there he is. And he popped in at the very second that I changed it.
What's up, going on?
I didn't realize that we could plop someone right over another person because I've never done that before. And he was just sitting right on top of you like that. What's happening, man? Welcome to the show.
Man, I literally just got done training, man. So perfect timing.
I see you're at the gym right now.
Yeah, we're at the gym, man.
Is it an empty house?
It's empty today, man. Everybody just left. There's Reber.
Oh, look at that son of a bitch over there. There's Reber. What's going on, Julian Lane? Hey, I know that we're going to talk to you, but did Reber get a fight on the card? Did they end up ever finding him an opponent or no? I know they were trying to work on it.
Nah, I don't think he's fighting on that card.
That sucks.
I think he's going to come back in, March. So.
We're going to Miami, baby.
Going to
Miami. March.
They better have
all right.
They better have
are you going to come up to Connecticut for the fight?
Yeah, we'll be up there for sure, man. I should be fighting on the card, but can't cry over spilled milk, I guess.
There you go. You can come
All
up and
good,
see
man.
all your.
Well, we'd love to
boys.
see both of you guys up here.
Well,
That'd be great.
Julian, it's been a minute. We've been trying to get you on this show a few times now, but we finally reeled you in. You're with the All In guys, and Vic hooked us up. We ran into you in Hollywood, had a good conversation down there at the Center Bar after the event, and yeah, it was fun hanging with you, fun talking with you, and now here you are back on this 3-fight win streak in the 165 division. We just got done talking to Elvin Brito, another 165 OG.
Man.
Yeah, we were just talking to him about how like loaded your guy that 165-pound division is now. Like, you had a lot of fights at 175 as well. You've been up and down the weight classes, but 165 now with Trout and Lindsay and yourself and Brito and Turney and Rico Franco and Jimmy Sweeney is supposedly coming, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. That fucking division all of a sudden is probably the most interesting division right behind the 145ers. And the only reason why the 145ers got the edge is because they all hate each other and are always fucking beefing. So what are your thoughts about this? Because you've been around since BKFC 4 and you've seen them building these divisions. These divisions have taken a minute to actually build some depth.
Yeah.
What thoughts on that, dude?
Yeah, the 65 division, man. I'm the top dog, man, so I ain't worried about it. Elvin's a good dude too, bro. I ain't talking about him, but the rest of the division, man. Everybody, just get ready because I'm coming for whoever wants to smoke, man. And I'm gonna come get that belt here soon, man. Trout's really the only threat in my opinion, man. So, and you said Jimmy Sweeney, but we'll talk about that later, man.
Yeah.
But no,
let's talk about your upcoming fight first. You are. I didn't even mention the guy you're fighting, Cameron Van Camp. He's a good fighter too, coming from the UFC.
See, I didn't even know about him. I never heard of him before until he called me out.
Right, and I think he's 2-1 now. Right, he lost his first one, and now he's on a 2-fight win streak.
Okay.
They call him Jump Man. He's tall, thin, got a lot of range and everything, but you fought guys of every size, so you know how to work those kind of dudes.
Yeah, y'all know it ain't the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog, man. So
yeah,
and that's me, man. I got that dog in me. So, and y'all know every time I come to put on a show. I come to fight. I come for blood, man. So that's me, man. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity, man, just to get back in the ring and showcase my skills. Like every fight, this 3-fight streak going, man. It started off Murat. That fight was a little bit of short notice, man, and it was a slow start for me. Then the next fight with the Russian guy, it kind of tore his biceps, so I wasn't able to showcase my skills. And then my last fight with Angulo, that was a good one there. But I still only beat him with just a little bit of what I have to offer. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to really showcase in this next fight, man. I've had a full camp and I'm just ready to go, man.
I was thinking about you fighting Angulo, right? And the BKFC was high on Angulo. If Angulo was to beat you in that fight, I had a feeling that they were going to try to match him up with Trout, which would be a title fight, right? And it's just his third fight. He'd be 2-0 fighting for the title. Did you think that a possible title fight would have been offered to you after that fight? Seeing how like you've done everything they've ever asked you to do, you fought anybody.
They told me to go fight 155. I did that shit, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, anybody can look up your resume, and the fact that you have fought every single fucking badass motherfucker that they've ever signed.
Can I read down it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I tell? So people who are watching, listen to this, right? Sweeney twice, Angelo, Leonard Garcia, Tom Schoaf, Jim Ehlers, Thiago Alves, Jake Bostwick, Rickles, Mike Perry, Dave Mundell. Come on. And then the 3 guys you just named. That's like quite possibly the hardest fucking fight domino of fighters that you've ever had to go, like anyone's ever had to go through a bare knuckle.
About,
that is
after Mundell, I did an MMA fight with Austin Hubbard. Right after that, then I did
right.
Then you boxed, right? Then you boxed.
Russia, but Hey man, this just it's what I do, man. I fight. I've never handpicked my fights, man. These guys out here claiming, they all claiming they ranked and this and that, man. But these guys never fought nobody like I fought, man. And yeah, I might not be ranked, but at the end of the day, man, it doesn't matter because I'm still top dog. And when people step in there, they realize, like I never was consistent, man. And this last 2 years, man, I've turned my whole career around, man. And really the last year, and that's I'm gonna keep this win streak going, man. And it's I'm not getting younger, so I'm really just trying to make this happen, man, and just keep winning. And I've been consistent. That's the key to victory, man. Is consistency, bro. So
what was it that clicked in the last 2 years? You said really the last year. Did you change something up in your? Did you finally decide
Yeah, I decided
what was it?
Myself, I'm just gonna stay ready. Stay ready, stay consistent, man. And like I said, man, I'm getting older, man. I got 4 daughters back home, man. My dad passed away a year ago, and then it was it woke me up, man. Cause that was a big loss in my life, and then I was like, damn, I was supposed to be able to prevent that from happening in my that's how I was looking at it, you know what I mean? And I just, like I said, man, I let time slip away, man, but I'm done with that. So
wow.
Look for
hey, let's go back to let me ask you this, because I have 2 sons. So I feel like I got it easy. Mike has 2 daughters, and you just said you have 4. I don't know how you guys do it. What's it like being a girl dad of 4? That must be a little challenge. Being a boy dad, I have no idea what it's like. So
it's actually awesome, man. My daughters, man, are like my everything, man. I vent to them, I talk to them, I teach them game. They're super smart, man. They love me. It's just, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta. When you have kids, man, you have to relearn life, man. Because it's you can't teach them the way you were brought up. You can't teach them anything that really. You kind of got to let them grow on their own and learn on their own, man. But at the end of the day, support them and make sure that they're in the right direction. But at the end of the day, man, you can't really control what happens. You kind of just got to let them learn, man, and guide them on the way, man. So, having daughters was a blessing, man. It taught me a lot in life, man, and woke me up, man, a lot. And, awesome. Hey, I'm hungry. This boy hungry now, man. And I know, I can't wait to showcase my full potential, man, in that squared circle, man. Because honestly, like I said, nobody has fought the best of me. Nobody has fought the best of me. Nobody except me.
Now that you've fought bare knuckle so many times, do you prefer it?
Huh? Do I prefer?
Do you prefer bare knuckle instead of boxing or kickboxing or MMA or?
I love bare knuckle because I feel free when I'm in there. No gloves. Yeah. I just feel free. I feel light. I feel fast. I could be in the gym having a bad day, and I can take the gloves off and step in that square circle, and it just feels completely different, man. You know what I mean? It's nothing, that's more free than that, but being in a fight period is what sets me free. But, bare knuckle, it's definitely been a blessing for me. And it's got me a lot farther in my career, man. It's built my name up a lot, and I'm just, like I said, it's a new beginning for me, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for that, that I can make good money, support my family, and fight, man. But hey, I still got it all, though. Don't think I'm just some washed up MMA guy going to bare knuckle. No, I choose bare knuckle because those are the guys that are putting food on my plate, food on my table. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I was gonna say. You hit the nail on the head, because you're not just washed up, but how people, I hate that. And you know what? Dave kind of talked about that with Ara Hawani too today, about why he thinks the boxers didn't come over and the MMA fighters started coming over and this and that. But I don't know if you saw that interview from earlier, but it was really, really good. But
I have to check it out.
You stepped in early. You know what I mean? You're fighting down in Mexico. You took a chance on this sport before people jumped on board.
Oh,
You were
absolutely.
already there.
I went to UK and fought, Jimmy Sweeney.
Right.
He was 17-0, man, and I didn't train for it. I didn't even think it was real, man. I just went with the flow. I'm like, man, all right, okay.
And he's regarded as like the best guy over there, at least at the time. They got a couple of guys that came afterwards, like more recently, that beat him or whatever. But he was the guy.
He was definitely the guy.
When you fought him,
nobody had beat him. I was the first to beat him. I was the first to get the belt, and they literally carried this guy out to the ring on a throne, and until he fought me. And
like the old WWF, like
they're like, once you get in the ring, it's going to take 15-20 minutes for him to walk out. I'm like, what? All right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I put into that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it changed my life, man. And here I am.
Well, we ran into Jimmy Sweeney out at the Marbella, Spain card, and we did an interview with him. And I asked him, you're a BKB guy. BYB purchased BKB. What are you doing here at a BKFC event? And he straight up said, they were purchased by a company and I don't like their ring. I'm not going to fight in that ring. I'm going to fight for these guys here. I definitely want to fight early next year for BKFC. With that being said, you guys are tied 1-1. You want that rubber match? If Jimmy Sweeney if Jimmy Sweeney signs with BKFC, there's no other way around it. Like, you got to come through me first, Sweeney. Like, 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I won the belt fair and square. He won the belt. He casted his hand wraps, man. I'm telling you, he casted his wraps and broke my jaw. But I still fought 5 rounds with that broken jaw, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even watch him wrap his hands, man. But rumors was because he didn't even hit me hard. He hit me and broke my jaw, but like I said, he didn't drop me or anything. I still fought the fight with a broken jaw, man. And they were just, like the whole time they was out to get me. They didn't want me to win. And then when I beat him, they literally had to they deleted the video off of YouTube. They tried to erase the fact that I actually beat this guy. And then, man, like I said, he got the belt back, but whatever. Like I said, he comes to BKFC. I want Jimmy Sweeney. Let's do it in Dubai. If we go to Dubai in April, I want to fight Jimmy Sweeney in Dubai or even Italy, like whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm not looking past my opponent. I'm not looking past my fight on February 1st. But like I said, man, I'm on a mission, and he's just, Cameron Van Camp. He's just another stepping stone to the next man for me. So, Cam, come get this work. These guys coming in here thinking with their 2-3 fights they want to bang, but they don't, man. And they get in there, he's gonna find out the hard way. They want to bang. So let me ask you this. That's funny that you say that, because I was thinking about the Let Me Bang nickname. What took you so long to come around to? You've had Night Train, you had Hellboy, you had a bunch of different nicknames, but Let Me Bang is like that. You were known for that, like, and then
I finally was able to. I was able to embrace it, man. It's like because I couldn't dodge it anywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was always there. Like, everywhere I go, somebody recognizes me. Let me bang. Let me bang. I was like, you know what, man? That's my name, bro. Like, I'm just going to change my whole fucking... I literally want to change the name on my ID. I want to change my name to that,
It is perfect.
I'm like, it's time to embrace it, man. But yeah, like you said, I've had a couple fight names, man. Night Train was... That was an old name given to me in high school wrestling, and when I got into fighting, I just kind of let the name live on, and it explained, like, I was always the dark horse, man. So Night Train fit me good, and then Hellboy, I went through this spiritual awakening, man, and that was it. And then, like I said, I'm ready to embrace it now, and I became Let Me Bang. So
love it.
There was stages of my life where I evolved into this. And I evolved into it. So now, I'm ready to own up to it and just really, like I said, I just can't wait to showcase my skills, man, on February 1st and show everybody what I'm really about, man. Show myself.
What a great decision. I have to commend that decision for you because honestly, like, everybody knows that clip. And maybe at the time you didn't love it, but like you said, you embraced it now. And it totally changed. You hated it? Yeah, I bet you did. And you know what? if people love it now, though, like it isn't even that anymore. It's different. It's you,
like legendary
I don't know.
now. Yeah.
It really is. Like people
Thanks,
see
man.
you, like let me bang. They'll yell for you. I've been there when people yell for
Yo,
you when you're like down, like 20 feet away. They're like, let me
They had
bang. And you're like,
pictures, you know, they had posters with "Let Me Bang" on it. You know?
yes, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So
It was awesome,
definitely
man.
great move.
It was really awesome, man. Like that really, like, you know, that touched me right there, man. You know, the fans really love it, man, and they support me. So it's like, you know, because a lot of people, man, go through it life, man. It's
Yeah.
not easy, man. You know, the ups and downs. The downs are definitely more part of life than the ups. So people relate to me a lot because of that. You know, it's like
You took them on a ride.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah.
A roller coaster ride for
Yep.
sure.
But they felt it. They lived through you because they're feeling the same things. They feel the same things. The fighters
Absolutely.
that fight, they feel the same shit. So they're right.
Yeah.
They're living right through you. And obviously, people really did fucking mesh with you on that. So
Absolutely,
yeah.
man. You know, because we're a lot more alike than people think we are, man. They just, you know, a lot of, you know, it's a spiritual war out here, man, and they try to keep us divided. So a lot of, like, we're all human beings at the end of the day, man, and we all go through the same ups and downs, man. So, and I was just the one to, you know, expose myself on national TV. So,
and I think I mean, the Tough was already a popular show, but you, like, that was such a legendary moment. Like, the tough fights in the beginning were the ones that people were like remembering, you know what I mean?
Brought the company.
Like there were people were watching to see the fights, but it wasn't like until like your season that people were like, oh, now we got to really pay attention to what the fuck goes on in the house too, because it's almost like the real world, you know what I mean? MTV real world, but with fights.
Dude, yeah, and it's like, it's not easy, man. Everybody thinks they're like, oh, you get to go to Vegas, you get to go on the show, and no, it's not like that, man. You're literally in the house. You don't got any TV, nothing.
No radio, right?
You can't even really read a book, man. Like, they don't want you just sitting around, you know, being lazy. They want you up interacting and getting.
And of course, they provide you with all the booze you could possibly fucking want, right?
Yeah,
yes.
That's exactly what they do.
And just to clear this, I did not drink before my fight. After I had lost my my quarterfinal fight or whatever, I think. Maybe the preliminary, I don't know. I fought to get in the house, and then I lost my fight after that. But then I had a few drinks that night, and that's how that ended up happening. But because I had few too many, you know. But
it happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Kevin, shout out Kevin Smith's in the comment section, says Julian was my first fighter when I started managing. We all love Kevin Smith.
Yeah, man, Kevin.
He says what's up.
Kevin? I was fighting Thiago Alves with that one.
Hell yeah,
Kevin looked out, man. I actually, that's the first time I came to Florida, man. I lived at Kevin's gym, man. Came down, and hey, that was literally that's what really opened some doors for me, opened big doors for me, you know. So awesome. Kevin was definitely a good dude, man.
Have you ever been to the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, where you're going on February 1st?
Yeah, because I used to fight in Rhode Island. I had a title.
Yeah, I saw you fight there. You fought a guy that I went to high school with. I think we talked about this. Oh, fuck. Damn it. And you were night trained there. And that's the first time I ever saw you fight. And it was in Twin River Casino in Rhode Island.
Yep.
Louis Felix.
Louis Felix, yeah, okay.
Yes. We were there. Yeah, Kyle, you were there too.
Yes. Yeah, I was there too.
We were both there.
I freaking, well, after weigh-ins, I drove to Mohegan to, you know, pig out at the buffet. So that was, you know how it is, man. You cut weight, you want to eat what you want to eat. So I was like, yeah, I took the 45-minute drive to Mohegan Sun to get, you know, a nice feast before the fight. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I haven't been there.
Nah. Mohegan Sun's great. I worked there for like 10 years. There's some good restaurants, good bars in there, but the arena is fantastic for fighting. I'm sure you've seen fights on TV, like Bellator was there all the time. So like, the arena, the arena is fucking awesome for combat sports. It's perfect for it. So you're gonna have a great time up there. Mike and I are going to throw an after party at Tom's Watch Bar right in the casino after the event. So if you want to swing up.
Our unit is like 20 minutes. We're both in the Army still, and our unit is like 20 minutes away from there. So we are there, like right there all the time. So we have people doing watch parties all the time up in Mohegan Sun. So we bring a big group of people. So there's gonna be a lot of military there. There's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great.
All right, yeah, that's awesome.
The whole Reber family will be there, of course.
Yeah,
rooting you on.
The Reber clan. All right. So, hey, we won't keep you all night. We're going to give you an opportunity to say a few things to anybody that you want to hear. We want to shout anybody out or call anybody out or send a message to anyone. Go ahead and do it, buddy.
I just, we always got to shout out God, the Most High, man. Praise the Most High, man. I couldn't do this without being chosen. You know what I mean? I am a chosen one, and I'm blessed, and I'm thankful, man. And, shout out to my mom and my family, everybody who supports me on this journey, my kids, my dad watching down, all my family watching, and shout out to Dave Feldman, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, All In Management. I got a good manager. I've been managed for the last, 2 fights. So it's, 3 fights. No, yeah, 2 fights. So things are going smooth with that. It's my first time with a management company. So first time having a manager in my whole career. And it definitely, takes the edge off of things, and I'm able to relax and focus on just fighting. So, thanks to my manager, Vic, and BKFC, man, and everybody who tunes in to support me, man. And I'm just, like I said, I'm ready to showcase my skills. Shout out, my opponent, he calling me out, but at the end of the day, man, these guys just want, they just want clout, man. So of course they're gonna call out Big Bad me. They think it's sweet, you know what I mean? A lot of guys think it's sweet, but just because, like I said, I have not, nobody has fought the best of me, and I will rematch everybody who has beaten me. Like, let's go, let's run it back. I guarantee I get 2 out of 3. You know
it's crazy to think that we haven't seen you at your best yet, dude.
No, they haven't seen me.
You've done a lot of great things. So
because, man, I've had so many years of just I'll get ready for a fight, and at the end of the day, man, it's like we're not perfect, man. I've suffered depression, through many years of my life, man, and I've had to, come out of that hole, and it seemed like the only thing that would bring me out was fighting. So it's like when I had a fight coming up, I was alive, but then when I wasn't fighting, it seemed like I was dead. So I would, like things would, I wasn't able to stay consistent, like I said, man. And now that, my head's clear, and I really got a good vision in life, and I got a good view on what I really want out of life, man. I'm doing all the things I'm not, I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. I'm putting all the work in. I'm not skipping. I'm not taking any shortcuts, man. And like I said, I even toned down on the shit talking a little bit, man. But I love talking shit, dude. But it's like this. I've just had opponents like El Perro, man. Like he was just a nice guy. I didn't, I have respect for him, man. But
the last 3 guys you fought were, spoke a different language, and it's hard to talk shit when they can't talk shit back.
And actually, because I honestly, I'd rather fight a guy that I like don't like, obviously, but
yeah. Probably makes it a lot easier to punch them in the face.
Yeah, so
if you don't like them.
Hey Julian, before we wrap up, I forgot, I wanted to ask you about this because Dave went on Ariel's show today, and he did confirm something that he had told us last week on this show.
Yep.
That the $25 million tournament is going to be either 135 to 165 or 175 to 275. A guy like yourself that will fight anyone anytime, sit right up.
Made the odds better for me because I'll fucking fight anyway. I'll fight 65, 75, 85.
Right. You're on the high end of the smaller division or the low end of the bigger division. Either way they go, you want in that thing, right?
Oh, absolutely. I want in. That's built for me, man. All these guys, they can claim pound for pound and this and that, man, but I'm really the pound for pound bare knuckle fighter, man. I just have, like, my record don't show it, but my record don't mean shit. Honestly, records don't mean shit in fighting, man. I did that to myself. You know what I'm saying? I've only lost to myself. And anybody that wants to like say that ain't true, then feel free to step in and take a fight. Like, I'll fight anybody. I don't care. Even if it's, even if I weighed 175 and fought heavyweight, I still would do it for 15 million, 25 million, I'll fight anybody. I don't give a shit what they weigh.
Exactly.
And I'm still coming out on top.
That's life-changing money. I mean, you know,
Absolutely.
it's life-changing money. You just talked about.
I just need 1 mil. You know what I mean? I just need one of those. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
But I'm coming for it all, man. You know. So, like I said, I know for a fact. I don't know for a fact, but you know, I feel that I'm definitely in the run for that money, man. And whoever they want to put me up against, man, I'm ready. You know, I want Mike Perry. You know, like I still have to avenge that loss, man. Because honestly, he only beat me because he dropped me in the first round. Because I just got tunnel vision, and I was like, you know, first minute, first round, Mike Perry's going down, and fuck around, it was me who went down. You know, because I tried to force this to, you know, you can't really force things to happen, man. You just gotta let it flow, man, and get in there and just fight, and you know, it's gonna happen how it's gonna happen, man. The book's already written, and you know, Mike Perry, that's a fight I want. Jimmy Sweeney for sure. Jimmy Sweeney, take this fucking ass whipping in Dubai. Be a man and just take this ass whipping again. He don't want it, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's got to fight me. So there's no way around me. He's got to fight me. We have unfinished business for sure, man. So Jimmy Sweeney, Mike Perry, like I said, whoever else, man, I don't give a shit. I want everybody. It wants
Austin Trout. You want it all.
Austin Trout, yeah. Luis Palomino. These guys, you know, Palomino's a tough ass gangster, man. And like I said, I asked him, you know, for a fight, you know, a while back, and you know, just the money wasn't right for him. So, but at the end of the day, you know, I got respect for Palomino, man. I know he's a tough game fighter, and he's fought top guys too. He's got a solid record, man. So, not taking him lightly. I'm not taking any of these guys lightly. Austin Trout, like I said, he surprises me, man. Being, you know, as tough as he is in bare knuckle, you know, coming from boxing. So, and like, you know, and Mike Perry, you know, he's definitely a stud. So that's all I want, man. I just want all the toughest guys. I've never had an easy fight, man. And
it's very apparent. You have fought them all. You want them all. And you got a tough one on February 1st, Cameron Van Camp. I want to thank you so much for coming on here, man.
I don't think so, but, you know, hey, I expect it, because if, you know, whoever's stepping in there to fight me, I expect them to be tough, because, I mean, why else would you fight me if you weren't tough, man?
Right. Why else would they give him to you?
That's too dangerous. But at the end of the day, I don't think you know, like I said, it's going to be a quick and easy night for me.
All right, Julian, we'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there. We live right nearby. If you guys need anything, Ryan is in touch with us a lot. So if you guys need anything, I know that I got a lot of people around here. So just let me know. And we'll see you soon. We'll be tuned in. And Mike, do you have anything else for Julian Lane?
Yes. Well, for Julian, thank you so much for coming on, man. You're welcome back anytime, of course. And for everybody who's watching, February 1st, Lane versus Van Camp. I know we're going to be there. Anybody that's living in this area, you better get there, and you are going to love it. You need to get to this live event. It's going to be great. The card is awesome. The first card was good in Mohegan Sun, but this one is blowing it right out of the water. Once again, thank you so much for coming on. And hey, we will
Don't
see
miss
you
it, guys.
In
Don't fucking miss it, man. I'm coming. Y'all gonna see the best version of Julian Lane, man. I'm ready, and I'm ready, and I'm willing to just break this dude's face for 5 rounds. I don't give a shit how long it takes, man. I'm in there, and I'm ready to bang, man. So tune in, guys. It's gonna get fucking nasty. It's gonna be the fight of the night, knockout of the night. I don't give a shit what it is, but like I said, I'm coming out with my hand raised, covered in blood.
Hell,
thanks, Julian.
Yes.
We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, man.
All right,
yes,
guys.
Sir.
Take
it easy, man. We'll catch you later. When we come back, you and Kyle will shoot the shit. Oh yeah, Knuckle Mania 4 and Knuckle Mania 5 right around the corner.
Ah, dude. Good show tonight. Hey, both these guys, both main eventers, both 165-pound studs right now. I am excited to see both of these main events coming up. And in between there's 2 main events, we're going to go to Knucklemania 5. It's a fucking good time to be alive right now.
Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy, 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 just thinking about you, baby. That's what popped
All
in
right,
my head.
Casey and JoJo.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I saw the Weekly Bus guys jumped in, and it was actually not the Weekly Bus guys, but it was Levi, and this had to give Levi he gave a shout out. He said, "This is Levi, just at home watching Mike and Mish." Levi is my number one and only friend on my new VR headset that I got, the MetaQuest 3. I bought one after Christmas. He is my only friend. Thank you, Levi, for being my only friend. Yep. Fantastic.
That sounds like
that damn thing is cool as hell.
Yeah, what do you guys play?
Okay, well, let me tell you, I've been playing all sorts of crazy shit, just getting into it because there's so much to do there. But I'll tell you what I played the other night because it directly relates to what we talk about here. And because MetaQuest, it came with 3 months of Quest Plus, which is like all these different free games that you can download every month if you're subscribed to this. And they have this month, they added in like Kung Fu VR. Dude, I was in my living room sweating my ass off. And I'm going to tell you what, I was sore for like 3 days. I was swinging so hard with them fucking controllers. Thank God they're on my wrist because the second day I had it, I actually one time hit my brother brought his over, which is why I bought the fucking thing in the first place from playing my brothers. I tried to hit some bird out of the sky and I jumped up and smashed my finger on the ceiling. Then I bought it. 2 days after I bought it, I was trying to throw a bomb in a game and I let go of the fucking control. Like I tried to let go with my fingers because you hold on, there's a side button and the front button. I let go and I hear it like hit shit. And I was like, oh no. So now I wear the wristband, like the old Wii days. But I was playing this fucking Kung Fu game and it does take into account how. So, dude, it takes into account how hard you actually swing.
That's
so the guy comes up, you can do like poke with the freaking fingers. Like they come up and you fight different guys at different levels and all different types, like at a dojo and shit, like outside, like Buddha, Buddhist monks and shit. Like, it's crazy, man. It's really nuts, dude. You gotta get there. Some guys are hard, man.
I've done the Nolan always plays. He plays Creed Legacy or whatever. It's like it's the Creed game, but you can be Rocky. You could fight Apollo and Clubber. And dude, I fought like 3 fights in a row, and my fucking shoulders were dead. I was
man,
I was super fucking tired, dude. It was crazy. Have you tried like going to a NBA basketball game or anything like that?
No, I haven't done that. I did see that they do offer
you could sit courtside.
Yeah, courtside seats, but I think you have to pay for them. I mean, I'm sure there's YouTube videos
I
and
think
stuff
you know what it is, dude. If you have that and you pay for the NBA League Pass, like through your cable or through YouTube TV or whatever, if you pay for the League Pass, you can go to any game you want. I think it's crazy. Like my buddy was
that's nuts. It really is wild. It's really good. It's VR. I remember getting the Virtual Boy. I think it was called the Virtual Boy. Do you remember that? Nintendo made it.
No.
It was red and it was on like a little stand. And when you look in, it was just everything was red. Like it was almost like a laser light show of red. And it was terrible. I remember my dad rented it from Blockbuster Video when we went to go visit him in Orlando for the summer, and he rented it for like a week. I think it was $20 a day to rent that friggin' thing. It was trash. Now this is good. This is really good. Some of the shit they have is so fun. It came with Batman. Batman's phenomenal. You get all Batman's tools. You get all sorts of crazy shit, man. I'm fucking jumping off buildings. Like, it's wild.
Bren's breaking your balls. He says, I remember when I was
12. I know, right?
Remember my
guy
first
just doesn't
year.
know how to have fun. He's too worried about what other people think, I guess. I don't know. Not me, bucko.
Hey, we have all right. Well, listen, we have a show tomorrow night.
Says the guy on the softball team.
He's a fucking dick.
Got him.
Got it. So listen, tomorrow night, guys, tune in at 9:00 because we're gonna have two heavyweights that are gonna be fighting at Knucklemania 5. The first guest of the evening will be Big Ben Rothwell, and then we're gonna have Pat the Brick Brady on. They're two heavyweights, not fighting each other, but both fighting on the same card.
Yeah,
of course,
one day.
Rothwell is fighting for the heavyweight title against Mick Terrell. We'll talk to him, and then we're gonna talk to Pat Brady, who's taking on Zach Thomas, who I believe is on a 5-fight win streak right now. So that should be cool to talk to them. And we have set the date for our 2024 Mission Accomplished Bare Knuckle Award Show, which is going to be next Wednesday at 9 p.m. You'll see us in our suits from the waist up, and we're going to give out some awards. We tallied all the votes, and I got to tell you, man,
there's some surprises.
There were some surprises, but there were also some super fucking close ones. Like there was a lot of votes for a lot of fighters. Like the fans turned up and dropped names in those comment sections on both Facebook and Instagram. And yes, you're right.
You won.
We added
one vote for yourself.
It was between you and Josh Dyer, and Josh Dyer said, just give it to him. I feel bad because he's 4'9".
He said that.
That's what he said. He was like, give it to the little guy. That's what he said.
That's what I said.
Oh, and also for Big Ben and the Cali boys and a few other people, Eric Ortega.
Yes.
I'm wearing the long sleeve.
This is what you're wearing, right? The long sleeve.
Yeah, I have a long sleeve grunt style shirt. Look at this.
There we go.
Oh yeah. It's got the Mike and Mish on the back. It's the grunt style Mike and Mish collab, guys. We got the t-shirts and the long sleeves and the hoodies.
I got the t-shirt here. It's a different color.
Yeah, we had posted the flyer a few times for anybody that wanted them, and we did get some people that ordered them. A lot of people here in our home state, but
I got the hoodie.
The Cali boys, Big Ben, Eric. There's a few other ones. We're gonna be mailing them out. No, that's not the look. You look like a fucking retard. Look like a
like a R words, R slur, just R.
I stopped myself, dude. You know what?
You did.
So I watched
okay to
something.
stay now on Meta again. You can say that again on Meta.
Listen,
they've allowed it.
Look up Shane Gillis talking about the Special Olympics. Did you ever see this?
Yeah, I have.
When he says like, he's like, I love the Special Olympics. I'm not saying anything bad about that, but the guy who came up with the idea, he's a gutsy person. Right? Yeah. He's like, imagine the guy. He's like, they're sitting around a boardroom, and the dude's like,
I know.
Hey, I heard the ones they have next next town over are supposedly faster. We need to race these motherfuckers.
Yeah. It's funny. It's all about perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it was funny. He was like, just imagine if like your best friend was the one that came up with that idea, and he was like, hey, I got this idea, and he tells you what the idea is, and you're like, no, don't ever. Who have you told that to?
Sounds horrible.
Who have you told that to? Don't.
Sounds very mean.
Don't ever fucking repeat that again.
Intern, actually fantastic. I've actually have you worked at any?
I volunteered a couple of years in a row down there.
Yeah, I've done it too. I have like friggin' tons of video of it. It was actually really fun putting the medals around everyone's neck and cheering them on and shit. It's great.
I didn't get to do that. I was fucking cooking burgers and hot dogs and shit.
Well, that's good too. Gotta fuel them.
Yeah,
gotta fuel the people.
I was fueling them, and
we're talking about the Special Olympics, and this is what Kevin puts up. Like,
putting medals
Kevin,
on.
Whatever you're into. But yeah, man. All right. Well, hey, tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow I don't have to work tomorrow. Kyle, we don't have to work because tomorrow is
Dead President's Day.
It is, yeah. Jimmy Carter passed away. He was 100 years old, and tomorrow is a day that the federal government is recognizing him because it is his funeral. And
100 years old.
Closed for tomorrow.
There you go. So hey, before we go, a big shout out to our sponsors, Dynamic Life. Go to @LIV Dynamic on Instagram. Hit the link in the bio. 20 seconds later, you could be a patient, get your weight loss and sexual health and anti-aging in check. go over to Dynamic Life to do that, and then head over to the Rasha at Rasha Elite on Instagram. They also have a link in the bio that'll bring you to their website and get that championship champion mindset like Christine Faria and Austin Trout and Elvin Brito and the Mike and Mish show. Tune in tomorrow night when we talk to Big Ben Rothwell and Pat the Brick Brady. Mike, do you have anything else for the peoples?
Nope.
Thank you, Julian Lane, and thank you, Elvin Brito, for coming on.
Yes.
You got anything
I'll
else,
see
Mike?
everybody tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow.
All right. Peace.
Peace.